She's busy, the phone is ringing, orders are piling up. People from places she's never even been are calling her shop. For the first time, it's working. The internet worked. And then he shows up. He sees how busy she is. He hesitates. He starts to turn away. She notices. And instead of staying behind the counter, instead of answering the phone, instead of protecting the momentum she just built, Kinme runs. Not after a delivery, not after a customer, after him. So here is the question. If these episodes are about her success, why is the most sincere moment her choosing to risk it? Before that moment at the shop, everything starts moving faster. Kinme doesn't understand the internet. When the kids try to explain it to her, she listens seriously. But you can tell she's out of her depth. Words like followers and accounts don't mean much to her. It's not her world. Nairo makes it her world. She pushes Kinme onto social media. They experiment with posts. They talk about engagement. At the bathhouse, Nairo immediately starts thinking in terms of visibility. Angles, photos, attention. At first, nothing happens. The followers count barely moves. Nairo gets frustrated. It feels like shouting into empty space. Then one mail delivery order comes in. Kinme handles it the same way she handles every customer. Carefully, personally, without changing herself. No special performance. No influencer voice. And then the numbers jump, follower count climbing, notifications stacking, orders coming in from Hokkaido, from Saga, from Yokohama, places she's never been. The phone keeps ringing. She starts declining calls, not because she doesn't care, but because she physically can't take them all. For the first time, her small, local work isn't small anymore. It's everywhere, and it's working. After the follower count spikes, the show changes rhythm. We start seeing numbers more often. Notifications, incoming calls, distant place names, Hokkaido, Saga, Yokohama. The scale expands beyond Atami. And what's interesting is, Kinme doesn't change. She still treats each order the same way, still listens carefully, still approaches the work personally. But the environment around her speeds up. There is a subtle shift in framing too. At the bathhouse, when Nairo talks about promotion, the camera becomes more aware of the body. Angles linger just a second longer than they need to. Jokes about taking photos, about attention. It's played for comedy, but the idea is clear. Visibility has value now. Being seen equals growth, and growth equals success. Even Nairo starts measuring progress in numbers, follower count, engagement, reach. For the first time, Kinme's work is no longer defined by who walks through the door, it's defined by who sees it. And that sounds like a good thing, because it is. The orders are real, the business improves, people far away trust her. Nothing about this is framed as failure. The internet works. Then he shows up. Not during a quiet afternoon, not when the shop is empty. He comes when she's overwhelmed. The phone is ringing, orders are stacked, she's already declining calls. He walks towards the shop, sees the counter full, hears the phone, notices how busy she is, and he hesitates. There's no dramatic music, no confrontation. He doesn't interrupt her. He just starts to turn away. It would be reasonable. She's clearly at capacity. She's building something bigger than before, and this is what growth looks like. But then she sees him, and everything shifts. Not the environment, not the workload, her. Kinme leaves the counter. She moves past the ringing phone. She runs towards him, not dramatically, not comedically, sincerely. She insists on taking his order, even though she doesn't have to, even though it would be easier not to, even though every signal in her environment says, stay efficient. She chooses interruption, she chooses delay, she chooses him. And that's strange in a way, because the episode has just proven that scale works. So why does the most sincere moment come from stepping away from it? After all the noise, the episode leaves the mainland. The photo shoot takes them to Hatsuhashima. Warm light, cicadas, slow piano, wind moving through Kinme's hair, no ringing phones, no notifications, no numbers on screen, just space. Hatsuhayu asks her if she has ever been here before. Kinme answers. The moment passes. There is no dramatic flashback, no revelation, no confirmation, but the camera lingers differently. She walks through the island slowly, not as a business owner, not as someone going viral, just as herself. The shoot itself is simple, natural light, open air. It's still technically work, but it doesn't feel like the internet did. And it's only near the end, on the ferry back, that something shifts. Not a breakdown, not recognition, just a hint of nostalgia. A quiet look, the kind that doesn't explain itself. The internet made her visible to places she's never been, but this place feels like it might have seen her before, and the episode never tells us which one matters more. Back on the ferry, the island gets smaller behind them. The wind is softer now, and for a second, just a second, Kinme looks nostalgic. Not certain, not shaken, just distant. In my last video, I said this anime refuses to show us her past. It avoids flashbacks, it avoids explanations, it avoids giving us the comfort of knowing who she used to be. And up until this moment, that's still true. Even here, even on an island that might mean something. The show doesn't confirm anything. It doesn't tell us if she remembers, it doesn't tell us if this place matters. It lets the question sit. And that restraint feels intentional, because in the same stretch of episodes where she becomes visible to everyone, we are still not allowed to see who she was. The internet expands her outward, the island pulls her inward, and the past remains out of reach. So when she runs towards him instead of answering the phone, maybe that's not a rejection of success, maybe it's something simpler. If she can't move backward and she can't fully see where she came from, then the only direction left is toward the person standing in front of her. And the show never tells us if that's right, it just lets her choose. So in conclusion, maybe episode 6 through 8 aren't asking whether Kinme can grow, maybe they're asking what growth means when you don't know who you used to be. And if the anime still refuses to show us her past, then maybe the only thing we are allowed to watch is what she runs toward now.